So, the other day I was having an anxiety attack, and there was something that I discovered on that day. I learned a lesson. Okay, so I'm always the strongest one in my family. So I was having an attack, and I called my mother, and my brother was there. Now, my brother lives in the same town with my mother, and of course, I live out of state. So at the time I was having the attack, he was sitting there with his wife, and they were talking to my mom, and she was like, "Oh, they're here. I'll have to call you back." And I was like, "No, no, 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 no. I'm having an anxiety attack." And my brother was getting ready to say, he's a pastor. He was getting ready to say something that was, he was like, "Well, then you don't want to have," and then, and I was like, "Listen, no, I'm not in the mood. I am really like, I'm going through something at the moment." And so then my brother and since I wouldn't just hang up, my mom was like, "Okay, well, they're getting ready to go." And so then that was the moment that it all came kind of full circle for me, because I'm the oldest child, and I just felt like nobody gives a damn. And that was the day that I discovered that if I'm gonna pull, if I'm relying on anybody, I can't rely on anybody. I can't rely on anybody. I got too comfortable and thinking that other people are going to come to my rescue, when in fact the only person that's going to rescue me is going to be me, and the only person that's going to rescue you is going to be you. You cannot depend on other people to come to your rescue and heal you emotionally. That was the day that I discovered that, at my big old age, that I discovered that while I've been rescuing everybody else, there's nobody to come to my rescue. And I have to make a mindset change. I have to change my mind about what it is that I'm going through, and then decide that I am not going to go through this, and that I am not going to let this ever happen again. And that's what I told my mom. I was like, "I apologize, because I don't feel bad for going through what I went through, but I feel bad for ruining the moment that you all were having, and having an existential crisis of my own, and nobody rallied around me. That made me feel bad, and that will never happen again. That will never happen again. You don't have to worry about me ever ruining another moment." Why? Because I'm going to rely on myself to pull me out. And I'll be damned if I'm going to let me fall. And this is Maven Sugar Free here. I'm your expert about things sugar free. I am a certified nutritional therapist with a specialty in clinical weight loss. And I'm the owner of Some Foods, the maker of Some Sweet, the most spectacular sweetener that there is on the market. And it is vegan friendly, keto friendly, and available at SomeSweet.